Ever wondered how a computer can recognize your face or voice, even in a crowded room? It's as if our machines have developed a sixth sense, isn't it? From our smartphones to our cars, from our home appliances to our gaming consoles, there's a common thread that weaves through them all: artificial intelligence, or AI. AI is no longer confined to the realm of sci-fi movies or high-tech laboratories. It's here, it's now, and it's ever present in our daily lives. It's the invisible hand that guides our Google searches, the silent listener that responds to our Hey Siri or OK Google commands, and the unseen eye that unlocks our phones with just a glance. That's AI at work, unobtrusive yet omnipresent. But what exactly is AI? At its core, AI is about teaching machines to think and learn, much like us humans. It's about creating algorithms that can process information, analyze patterns, and make decisions based on that analysis. In essence, AI is a blend of computer science, psychology, philosophy, and even a dash of neuroscience, all working together to create machines that can mimic human intelligence. One of the key aspects of AI is pattern recognition. It's the ability of AI to identify patterns in a sea of data. Whether it's the unique pattern of your iris, the distinct timbre of your voice, or the characteristic way you type on your keyboard, it's all about patterns. Think of a jigsaw puzzle, with thousands of pieces scattered all around. To us, it might seem like a daunting task to put it all together. But for AI, it's a walk in the park. The AI scans each piece, recognizing the patterns, the colors, the shapes, and slowly but surely, it starts putting the pieces together. That's how AI makes sense of the complex world around us. Intriguing, isn't it? But how does AI recognize patterns? What's the science behind this seemingly magical ability? And more importantly, how is it shaping our world and our future? Let's delve deeper into this fascinating world. Pattern recognition, the key to AI's understanding, is a complex yet intriguing process. What does this mean exactly? Well, in its simplest form, pattern recognition in artificial intelligence is the process by which an AI learns to identify and interpret patterns in data. Imagine a child learning to recognize the letters of the alphabet. The child sees a series of lines and curves, and over time begins to associate certain configurations with specific letters. The process is similar in AI, though on a much larger and more complex scale. AI uses algorithms to sift through vast amounts of data, identifying patterns and making connections. Let's take facial recognition as an example. When an AI system is tasked with recognizing a face, it doesn't see a face as we do. Instead, it perceives millions of individual pixels. These pixels, when combined in specific ways, form patterns that the AI can recognize as a face. The AI is trained to identify specific features such as the distance between the eyes or the shape of the nose. The same principle applies to voice recognition. The AI doesn't hear a voice as we do. Instead, it processes sound waves, breaking them down into individual frequencies and amplitudes. The AI then identifies patterns within these frequencies and amplitudes to recognize specific words or phrases. But how does an AI learn to identify these patterns? It all starts with data. Lots and lots of data. The AI is fed vast data sets containing examples of what it needs to recognize. These data sets might contain millions of images of faces or hours of spoken language. The AI uses these data sets to train its algorithms, learning to make connections and identify patterns. In essence, pattern recognition in AI is a game of connection, of finding the common threads that link one piece of data to another. It's like a giant, complex puzzle, and the AI's job is to piece it all together. So it's all about algorithms and data. But how does an AI system learn to recognize these patterns? That's where machine learning comes in, and we'll delve into that in the next scene. A scene script. Machine learning, a subset of AI, is the genius behind AI's pattern recognition capabilities. Imagine a child learning to differentiate between various animals. The child is shown numerous pictures of cats, dogs, birds, and so on. Over time, the child begins to recognize patterns. Cats have whiskers, dogs have tails that wag, birds have beaks and feathers. This is essentially how machine learning works. In the realm of artificial intelligence, machine learning algorithms are the children. They learn from vast amounts of data, identifying patterns and making connections. The more data they are exposed to, the better they get at pattern recognition. Just as a child learns to recognize a cat by its whiskers, an AI system might learn to identify an email as spam by certain keywords or patterns in the text. Now you might be wondering, how does all this learning happen? This is where neural networks come into play. Neural networks, inspired by our own brain's network of neurons, are a series of algorithms that capture underlying relationships in the data. They process information in a layered manner, allowing the system to learn from errors and improve over time. For instance, in the first layer, the system might learn to recognize simple patterns like lines or curves in an image. As we move deeper into the layers, the system starts to recognize more complex patterns. By the time we reach the final layer, the system can identify the whole image, say a cat or a dog. This learning process is iterative, meaning the system continually adjusts and improves its pattern recognition capabilities based on new information. It's like the child who, after initially mistaking a fox for a dog, learns to spot the difference when shown more images. In essence, the more data the AI system has, the better it gets at pattern recognition. As we move forward into the future, the potential for machine learning and pattern recognition in AI only grows. With more data and more sophisticated algorithms, who knows what patterns we'll be able to uncover and what problems we'll be able to solve. The power of pattern recognition in AI is not confined to labs. It's changing our world in profound ways. Let's take a look at healthcare, for instance. AI pattern recognition is revolutionizing the way diseases are diagnosed and treated. For instance, AI can analyze thousands of medical images in minutes, spotting patterns that could indicate early stages of diseases like cancer. This not only speeds up diagnosis, but also increases the accuracy, potentially saving countless lives. Then there's finance. Banks and financial institutions are using AI pattern recognition to detect fraudulent transactions. By learning the patterns of normal transactions, AI can flag anything that deviates from the norm. This means fraudulent activities can be caught much faster, saving consumers and institutions millions of dollars each year. In the realm of security, pattern recognition in AI has become a game changer. From facial recognition systems that can identify a suspect in a crowd, to cybersecurity systems that can detect unusual network activities indicating a potential threat, AI is making our world safer. Even in the entertainment industry, AI is making waves. Movie recommendation engines, for instance, use pattern recognition to understand our viewing habits and suggest films we might like. Music streaming services use similar technology to create personalized playlists based on patterns in our listening habits. But that's not all. AI pattern recognition is also used in agriculture to identify crop diseases, in meteorology to predict weather patterns, and in autonomous vehicles to navigate the roads. The list goes on, and with every new application, AI is reshaping our world, making it more efficient, safer, and more personalized. So, as you can see, the reach of pattern recognition in AI extends far beyond the confines of a laboratory. It's already here, embedded in our daily lives, making things simpler, faster, and more efficient. And this is just the beginning. Pattern recognition in AI is transforming industries, making our lives easier and more interesting. The future of pattern recognition in artificial intelligence is as exciting as it is unpredictable. As we peer into the looking glass of tomorrow, we see a landscape where pattern recognition in AI is set to revolutionize industries and impact our daily lives in ways we can only begin to imagine. Imagine a world where your smart home anticipates your needs based on your daily patterns. It turns on the heat before you arrive home on a chilly day, brews your coffee just as you're waking up, and even suggests a movie for you to watch based on your viewing history. That's the power of pattern recognition, making our interactions with technology more intuitive and effortless. In the realm of healthcare, AI could detect patterns in medical images or patient data, predicting diseases even before symptoms appear. It could save countless lives by enabling early intervention and personalized treatment plans. In the field of finance, pattern recognition could help detect fraudulent transactions by learning to recognize irregular patterns. This could potentially save billions of dollars annually, enhancing the security of online transactions. In the world of entertainment, AI could analyze viewing patterns and generate content tailored to individual preferences. Imagine a series or a movie that is created based on what you love to watch. It's like having your personal storyteller at the tip of your fingers. And let's not forget about education. AI could tailor learning materials to individual students' learning styles and pace, making education more personalized and effective. These are just a few glimpses into the future of pattern recognition in AI. As technology evolves, these scenarios may become our everyday reality. The possibilities are endless, and the potential for innovation is immense. As we move forward, the role of pattern recognition in AI will only become more significant, making our interaction with technology even more seamless and intuitive. The future is indeed exciting, and we're just at the beginning of this thrilling journey into the world of artificial intelligence and pattern recognition.